Burnout, I think you gotta start by first defining what is burnout. You have burnout where you go completely into a central nervous system shutdown where your body actually gives up on itself, causing a complete shutdown where you're loss of being able to speak or fainting and just shutting down. That's probably the worst case. But when you look at where I believe burnout occurs, it's in the everyday functions. When you put yourself in a setting where there's a negative or a draining effect in a stressful environment usually, because stress can either be a positive gain or a negative impact to your body. But if you put yourself in a situation where you're actually in a negative, stressful environment, little by little, you're depleting the resources of your body to perform that task at a very high level. So in the everyday entrepreneur or person's life, you start to lose the effectiveness that you're able to operate at. So say day one, you're in a very stressful environment, you come into work, tons of things are being thrown on your plate, you have so many people asking demand after demand after demand, your phone doesn't stop ringing, you got stuff going on at your house. Those are all starting to pull energy from you. If that is a consistent 10, 12-hour day, tomorrow you get home, you're exhausted, you eat, you wake up early, you do the same thing again, and that stacks and stacks day over day over day. The more days you have where you're in a negative, stressed environment zone where you're pulling energy, where you're not able to kind of recharge or kind of reset yourself, that's where I start to feel that most people have what's considered burnout, where they feel that they just lose motivation or excitement, even though they're truly still probably passionate deep inside. They just need to kind of reset or get themselves into a fresh start. And you see that happen a lot actually with parents. When the kids are on their terror streak and it's just day after day, long hours caring for them, and they're just going through their normal phases of learning life, they're putting tons of stress on you. Plus, you're getting pulled from all other angles in life, your work and everything else. And so all these pulling drains that positive energy or that energy that you have inside. And so where I really feel that burnout occurs is burnout is happening every single day, and you look at your life as a battery. Every day you start with a fresh start, but most people actually don't start with a full battery every single day. Imagine if your iPhone only had 27% charge when you woke up today. You'd be like, shit, something didn't work. I didn't recharge my batteries, the cable didn't work, like something didn't help you recharge. If you looked at your life the same way, where you have this battery that needs to be charged 100% every single day when you wake up in the morning, that's a good gauge at understanding, are you in an environment that's constantly pulling and draining your energy when you restart your next day? So say you started today at 27%, but you couldn't put your phone back on the battery charger. Say you get through the day by barely using your phone. Tomorrow, you either have to recharge that phone so that you're able to make it to the next day, or you wake up the next day and now you got 7% battery because you barely touch your phone. So how do you turn this thing around? Well, to actually rebuild, it's very simple. Everybody has what I like to call as a positive energy zone. Imagine putting yourself in something that like is true bliss. And this changes for everyone, right? Like maybe you're someone where when you are in absolute quiet and you're sitting on your phone, you feel like you're recharging your batteries. Maybe it's going into nature. That's it for me, right? So like whenever I'm like day after day stressful, being pulled every single day as an entrepreneur, as a CEO of companies, my battery gets drained. And what I try to do is I try to put myself in an element of recharge, right? That positive energy zone. So I'll either go spearfishing or I'll go out on the boat or I'll just sit by the water and have lunch. Maybe I'll spend some time with my family. Those are the moments in time where I allow my body, my battery to recharge itself and get back into 100% for that next day. So whenever you're feeling like you're actually draining that battery or that energy is just not there, the passion is just not there, your fire is slowly dwindling away, try to find that thing, that positive energy zone that resets it, recharges you, and puts you back into 100% so that you can charge at life, giving it everything you got.
What are some bad energy recharge?
One is when you're constantly doing things for others. You're constantly putting that other person first. Even my wife, one thing I know for sure that I taught her, I was like, you always put yourself first. Always. Always put yourself first in life. I'm a selfish individual in that manner. Like I'm gonna make sure that my cup is full so that I can go out and pour for everybody else around me, because every single day I'm in demand to do something for someone, right? Somebody needs something from me. You could be in a stressful environment, for example. You could be in a very hard workout, right? Where the body is just getting beat down. Your body wants to give up, but you know that like if you keep pushing at this moment is where all the actual gains are gonna come from. At that moment in time, you realize that's not a negative stressful zone, right? That's a positive stress zone. That's gonna bring a positive return. When you finish that workout and you push through that next minute, 30 seconds, 10 more reps, 5 more reps, 2 more reps. When you're done on that workout, you're gonna look back with a smile on your face and you say, damn, that was great. So those moments that are stressful, that push you to kind of break out of that shell or to level up, they're hard in the moment, but when you look back on that moment, those were truly, truly exceptional, powerful moments in your life. Defining a negative moment is one that is constantly pulling energy from you and where you feel that you're doing things for others without being able to refill your cup. So just focus on creating that harmony, finding the balance between being there for others or at least setting yourself. Every day, I actually try to set myself before I tackle my day. And it's because in the morning, if I set myself, even just give myself 1 hour of just whether I just want to jam to music or I want to be able to just be in quiet and peace, so that as soon as those phone calls start, the emails start, I get to the office, I have the energy to approach it with a positive, optimistic attitude. If you like this video, check out my next video where I took 20 years of life experience through my entrepreneurial journey and I actually put it together with the 5 biggest lessons that will help you make sure you're not making any of the same mistakes that I made.